Good morning, everybody. Glad to have you here. Hope you had a good weekend. Thank you for joining me here today. If you want to follow along, we will be in 2nd John, and we will be looking at verse number 5. John says, "And now I ask you, dear lady, not as though I were writing you a new commandment, but the one that we have had from the beginning, that we love one another." John says, first of all, I ask you, or I beseech you, or I beg you, or I urge you, I entreat you. This is a urgent plea on his behalf. He is it is one not only it is not a strong suggestion from John. John is saying this is a commandment. This is a necessity. This must be present in our life, in our churches. And if you were with us as we came through 1 John, you know he's been saying that. And again, he says here, this isn't new. He says, I'm not saying something to you that I haven't said before. We must love one another. It's not optional. We must love one another. He says that there's no way around it. It's always been. It's the same commandment that we've had from the beginning. He says this has always been the case. He says it shouldn't come as a shock. And so obviously, as John was writing, I think he's gotten word here that maybe there were some kind of trouble, some kind of disagreement going on there that he was trying to address, and so he's just again concerned about that. Again, he's told us in 1 John. He says you can't say you love God that you haven't seen and not love the brother that you have seen. And so he's saying this is extremely important. In another place he says people will know we love God by how we love each other. And so this is not an optional thing to John. John again stresses this issue of love, and again above what is often stressed even inside of the church today. We stress being in church, church attendance. We stress prayer. We stress giving. We stress being involved and working and serving. We stress, a lot of things, missions. We stress, all kinds of things, evangelism. There are all kinds of important things that we talk about in the church, and they're all important. I'm not throwing any of those things away. I'm just saying what John says here, that the most important is whether or not we love, whether we love each other. Paul says it in 1 Corinthians. Again, he says if we do all these things and we don't have love, he says we're just like a clanging cymbal. And cymbal is an interesting musical instrument. When a cymbal is used correctly in a musical piece, it adds beauty. It adds to the overall piece of music. But just to hear someone walking around crashing cymbals over and over isn't beautiful. In fact, it's rather annoying. And John says if we do all these things without love, he says we're just like cymbals crashing, just over and over. He says, but when we do these things in love, he says now they become part of a beautiful piece of music. And it's important for us to go to church. It's important for us to pray. It's important for us to give. It's important for us to evangelize. Missions all those things are important. But if we don't do those things in love, John says, we must love one another. If we had to choose between missions and love, John says love. If we had to choose between evangelism and love, John says love. But here's the thing, we don't have to choose, because if we love, we will do evangelism. We will tell people about Christ. We will do missions. We will serve. We will give. We will go if we love. Think about it. You have a good day. We'll see you here tomorrow morning.